Hey guys, welcome back to L&D Home and welcome to another video. In today's video, I am going to be using a cleaning product that I have owned for years and barely ever pull out. And as you can see, we definitely have some areas to tackle. I'm going to be giving you my personal pros and cons about this cleaning product in case you're interested in purchasing it for yourself. Today's cleaning tool is the Bissell Steam Shot. I bought this because, well, YouTube made me buy it. I will link that video I did about that down below. It was a while ago, and I just had to have this item because every cleaner on YouTube absolutely loved it. And in that video, I said, meh, I don't know. It's okay, but I don't know if I love it. And I still feel that way. But I don't think it's a bad cleaning tool. So I want to hit you today with my pros and cons. I'm going to start with a pro of this product, and that is that it has some pretty decent cleaning power. Our master shower always gets gross in this one particular spot, and I find it hard to clean with the scrub brush and cleaner, no matter what cleaner I use. And the Bissell Steam Shot definitely has a lot of power behind it, and that really hot steam definitely helps clean grimy, disgusting areas, as well as disinfect a little bit. You are going to see this also later in the video when we jump into the kitchen and tackle some kitchen grease. So a definite pro of this cleaning tool is that it cleans really, really well. One major thing that drives me insane about this cleaning tool is the amount of time it takes to heat up. So you basically pour water in the top, you plug it in, and you have to wait for it to heat up the steam, to make the steam. And it takes more time than I usually have the patience for. But that's not the only downfall I see in this product. It's that it has to heat up as you use it. So you get about 30 seconds to maybe a minute, if you're lucky, of that great steam power. Well, and then it's done with the steam, and you have to set it down and let it do its job again. It doesn't take as long to heat up as you're using it as it does when you first turn it on, but it definitely slows down the cleaning process because you have to sit it down every once in a while and every minute or so and kind of let it reheat the water and turn the water into steam. So I do find that when I'm really wanting to clean, I never pull this tool out because it slows me down. I don't like setting it to the side and having to wait for it. Now, I could work on a different area at that time, but once I am in the zone, I'm in that cleaning zone, and I don't really want to wait for my product to heat up or for my cleaning tool to heat up. I want to just get in there and just go. So that's a huge personal downfall for me, the amount of time it takes to heat the water and turn it into steam. Back to a positive is that it is really good for getting those detailed areas that you can't really get in with a scrub brush or even a toothbrush. The steam does project pretty far, and it comes with different nozzles where you can really kind of direct the steam in the direction that you want it to go. So for those tough spots like around your toilet, it is really good at getting in those detail areas. So I definitely love it for that. I also used it on my baseboards. I am going to talk about a caveat of that a little bit later in the video because you have to be very careful, but it definitely comes in handy in spots like baseboards, around your toilets, inside of your sink, like you're going to see here in a minute, all of those little nooks and crannies that are hard to clean with any other tool or break your back when you're trying to clean them. I also am going to show you something really gross here in a second. I am going to be cleaning the middle section where the top of the toilet connects to the base. When I switched out this flusher, I will also link that video down below for you guys. I noticed that it was really, really gross in there, and I was unsure how I was going to clean that area. It looked like caked on green rust, just nastiness. And it really did a great job at handling this. Also, I have had glue stuck on this toilet seat since I did a little fix on the ceiling. Shameless plug number 3, that video will be linked down below as well when I did some bathroom updates and, just tried to do what I could really in around the house. But I have tried a scraper, I have tried chemicals. The Bissell Steam Shot got the glue off, and it fixed this problem right here for me. Absolutely disgusting. All of that buildup was probably not good for the connectors of the toilet. So it was really nasty, but it definitely did its job there. So those hard to reach places and those really gross, grimy stuck-on spots, it does a great job. While I am moving on to the sink here in a second, I want to talk about another downfall or a con that I have about this cleaning tool is that you have to hold the button down or the little lever while you clean. Kind of like if you have a Dyson, you have to hold the trigger the entire time you're vacuuming, your hand is cramping, and your thumb and your fingers hurt by the end. It is even worse with the Bissell Steam Shot. In order for you to maneuver it around, because it is quite a hefty, like clunky cleaning tool, in order for you to maneuver it around, sometimes you really have to like bend your thumb in odd ways to hold it down and clean at the same time. So by the time I was done cleaning all of the spots in my house with this tool, my thumb, my hand was on fire. It was cramping. So if you have arthritis or any issues with your hand, I don't know if this would be the cleaning tool for you because it is definitely not easy on the fingers or on the grip. It definitely leaves a little bit of pain behind when you use it for long periods of time. So that's definitely a downfall for me. And one of the reasons I don't pull out this cleaning tool as often as I maybe should since I spent all this money on it. However, it is really awesome at a pre-clean. If you have a really greasy area like you're seeing here on my stove, and in a second, the little stove covers, the burner covers, it's a great pre-cleaner in my opinion. I still go in after with a cleaning solution, but when I'm trying to clean up grease in the kitchen, sometimes I find no matter what cleaner I use, it is just not cutting it. And I don't want to use anything so harsh that it starts breaking away at the material that like my stove or my burner covers are made of. So this steam really helps get off the grease as a pre-clean so that when I go in with my regular cleaner, it's much more effective and I have to do much less scrubbing. You're going to see this close up. All of that white stuff is grease and the steam is just eating away at the grease. That way, when I scrub my cleaner, I do not have to put a lot of elbow grease into it. And I can really use whatever cleaner I want because I've gotten most of it clean already. So it definitely works as a great pre-cleaner for really like disgusting stuck-on spots. So if you have something that you haven't been able to get clean, this definitely might help you accomplish that goal. We are moving on to the trash can in a minute. And while you watch me get all of the nooks and crannies on the trash can, wink, wink, I absolutely love this for a trash can. I do want to talk a little bit about the baseboards that I mentioned earlier. This is the absolute first time I have used this to clean my baseboards, and I will be doing that all the time. It was so easy to clean the baseboards. I just went over them really quickly, came back with a rag, and they were absolutely beautiful. However, you have to be very careful. When I tried this in the master bathroom off camera, I got a little bit too close and a little bit too overzealous, and some of the paint did come off right at first. So it is really great for cleaning baseboards, but you just have to be mindful of the fact that you have to pull the nozzle back a little bit. You can't get quite as close as I'm getting here with the trash can. You don't want it to eat away at your paint. There's a very fine line because the steam is so hot that it could absolutely take the paint off of your surfaces. So if you're feeling brave, I highly recommend it for baseboards, but do be aware that I warned you in case your paint goes peeling off. I'm tapping out on that one. I did warn you, but you have to be very careful. But if you do it correctly, I found that it was a really awesome way to clean baseboards really easily. Another major downfall that I see with this cleaning product personally is, again, the amount of time, but it's really the amount of times you have to refill it and the amount of energy and effort it takes to use this cleaning tool if you're doing like a whole deep clean. If you're just pulling it out for like one or two things, it's absolutely awesome. But if you're thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to add this to my spring cleaning, cleaning tools, I'm going to use it throughout the whole house, just know that you are going to have to fill up this thing several times. And each time you do that, you have to wait. Once you run out of water, you can't just unscrew the top. It's kind of like a pressure cooker. You have to wait for the heat and the pressure to go down inside the device before you unscrew the top, pour in more water, and again, let it heat up. So it's a lot of effort to use this cleaning tool. As well as it works, I would definitely suggest that it would be more for like a 1 or 2 cleaning project kind of thing. I do not see myself because, well, I've owned this for years and never use it. I just don't see it being realistic that you're going to pull this out every time you clean and you're going to lug it all around the house and wait for it to heat up and cool down and then refill it. It definitely is a lot of effort. With that being said, it does work really well on cabinets too. Again, you have to be mindful of the paint. Our cabinets are painted. We painted them white. We actually just touched them up this summer. Shameless plug, number 47 video down below where we touched up these cabinets if you're interested to see what kind of paint we used and how that process went. So I was definitely mindful when I used it on the cabinets, just like on the baseboards. I didn't want any of that paint to peel off or come, detached from the cabinets. But it did a really great job at some of those really kind of disgusting areas, especially those little crevices that we have in our cabinets. I usually have to pull a toothbrush out for that, and this did a really excellent job. But again, just like with the baseboards or any painted surface you are wanting to use this really hot steam on, just be very careful and mindful of how you're using it. Let's talk about one last con, and that is storing it. It definitely is kind of a chunky cleaning tool, not as big as like a vacuum or something like that, but it definitely isn't the easiest thing to store. So if you are very limited on space, this might not be the cleaning tool for you because it does take up a little space, especially all the attachments that come with it. Now that I've given you my personal pros and cons of this cleaning tool, I hope you feel a little bit more informed if you were thinking about purchasing this for yourself. I know it's not hyped like it used to be, but I do see a lot of people still loving it and still using it. So I just really wanted to share my honest thoughts. I'm not sure how much this is running these days. Like I said, I've had it for years, but I will have the newer version. I do believe they have a new one linked in the description box down below, probably from Amazon. So go ahead and check out all of those videos and all of those links if you want more information. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful or at least entertaining watching all of the disgusting spots in my home. Make sure you check out the video and the playlist on the screen. And as always, smash that subscribe button so you can become part of our YouTube family. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.